Very well then. Positional cell. There we go. Alright, looks like everything is all set, even though the weather isn't exactly the best, but hey, that's alright, because we're going to be seeing how much we can accomplish this evening. Trying to get 3 roulettes done in one night, while also at the same time getting the opportunity to level 2 of them. So we'll see how things go, and we'll see how it all works out. Plus, there's something else I need to show you guys before we really get started. So, hey there, Miguel. Good to see you this evening, as well as everyone else that's logging on. We're glad to have you with us. So, greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here at Novaura Autism for another edition of A Day in the Life at Tales of Eorzea here in Final Fantasy XIV. So tonight we're going to begin by leveling up Corinne. Well, actually, we're going to do that later, but we're going to give Corinne a chance to do Expert Roulette first of all. Yeah, because I need to get back on that so I can start getting her 360 gear on other classes. So before we start doing roulettes, we're going to make a detour to the Domin Enclave, which I showed off last week. And the reason we're doing this is to show you what progress has been made. Now, I'm still not sure if this applies to everyone working together or just your own individual progress. But earlier today, I made it a point to max out my weekly donation allowance. And so, as a result, I have now been able to improve even further the stands that were part of the market that's being developed here in the Domin Enclave. So, it's right over here past Lady Ugiri. Now, if you remember back to last week, there was pretty much nothing here. But you can now see that there is quite a lot here over at the 10,000 stalls. Like, there are legit stalls here. Mitsuba and her team of cooks are definitely cooking up a storm. We have, as you can see, dumplings over here. There's ramen in the back. There's more food cooking over here. And also on top of that, a lot of fresh produce is over on this side. It's a shame we can't be able to buy any of this stuff, because you can speak with Mitsuba, but it's just casual conversation. Which is a shame, because I'd really like to see how much we can buy off of her. We've got sushi over here with an actual sushi maker doing his thing and showing off the technique on how to do that sort of thing. Hey Mira, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us this evening. Nice to see you. There's more fresh produce over here, including fish, which is of course Far Eastern staple, no matter whether it's in the real world or in Final Fantasy XIV. And then over on this side, they're selling some Far Eastern style confections, as you can see over here. Yeah, why can't we buy from you? As well as some tea as well. Yeah, I don't know what this guy is supposed to be doing, but I can't tell if he's starving or if he's just exhausted from working so hard. But I wish I could help him out. And then over here is a bunch of toys that are on. This lovely lady here is selling off quite a few toys. I guess they could be regarded as minions, but like I said, we can't buy any of these, which really sucks. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. And hey there, Lily. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, so this is what's the progress has been made on the 10,000 stalls once you've maxed out your weekly donation allowance twice. And in so doing, you get the an achievement. You get Biodoma 1. there's a Biodoma 2 that's going to come as we continue to make more donations and continue to support the Enclave, because the way things are now with the 10,000 stalls, it's actually finished. So what you see here is the finished product of what the 10,000 stalls looks like after maxing out 2 weeks worth of donations. So this is all you see here, is all that's around. And then the person who is responsible for the Shizenkai, who we spoke with last week, wants us to now start donating for a brand new project for the Enclave. So when we want to come back here next week, we can come over to Kozakura, drop stuff with the donation basket in order to reach the 20,000 donation allowance, and we'll see what the next new area looks like for the Doman Enclave. As I said, I don't really know if this is something that is tailored to look like depending on what you're playing as or when you're playing, or if it is or if what we saw like in the 10,000 stalls is the cumulative effort of everyone on the server. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Even though you've been streaming so much there, Lily, even though you play Final Fantasy 14 so much. Well, anyway, let's get an expert roulette going and see how we do. Oh, you're maxed? Well, congrats. Yeah, I knew you were getting close. I knew you were getting close to that milestone of having level 70 on everything on your one character. And hey there, Brandon. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Well, then how come I've been seeing your character on the thumbnails every time you stream? Like, I know I haven't been able to keep up with all of your streams, but seeing your character's picture on the thumbnail kind of it's kind of misleading. Oh, your controller broke? Well, yeah, you're not alone. I was actually trying to get a second controller, but unfortunately, even though I've tried to use it, the stupid thing won't charge. I bought a second controller for myself. It was originally intended to be used for the purposes of the stream that I did this past Sunday with Farwell for Hire for the launch of Rocket League, but as it turns out, I can't take a charge, so I had to. Thankfully, my PS4 accepted my regular microphone that I use for recording audio commentary for pre-recorded content. But yeah, it's strange that this second controller wouldn't accept a charge, so I have to take it back, and since I know I can't get a refund, I can only get store credit because I bought it from EB. Yeah, I know that I can only get store credit, which is unfortunate. But that means I get to invest in some new games. Not sure what I'll get, but we'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and... yeah, I'm starting to focus on Twin Kun now because they actually will take Twin Kun for the supply missions with your Grand Company. So now I've been investing in that now. Oh! See what'll sell my Gal materia. I will take that. Definitely. Okay, but there are some things I can sell straight up. Now this thing, I don't know where I got this. This growth formula ETA, but I want to see if it's worth anything. It ain't worth shit. I don't know where I got this from, but holy cow, if it's that dirt cheap, then what's the point? Yeah, if it's dirt cheap like that, what's the point? That's ridiculous. Oh, put this at 5. What else can I give up? I don't know if these are worth anything. Oh, they are. Hey, it stopped raining. I know that's dirt cheap, so there's no reason in selling that. Is Far Eastern coin worth anything? It is. Yeah, I don't know where I got this either. But if it's worth something on the market, I'm all good. Yeah, Lily, I played it last year for Extra Life. Yep, I played Undertale last year for Extra Life. All 8 episodes, all 8 hourly episodes of the live stream from last Halloween when I played Undertale are on my channel. Actually, hold on before I send you on your way. Just because I won't necessarily need normal quality for what I'm doing. We'll put this at 800 and see how it goes. And maybe the filtered water? This at 1,000. Since, yeah, it's so low right now on price. Okay, I guess that's fine. More Twain Kun, please. Hey Isabel, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Or Emily, rather. Oh, sorry to hear that. What? I don't think you've said specifically what's afflicting her. Could you clue us in? Yeah, that does appear to be a pompadour that this Aura is wearing. Meru. Someone's played The Legend of Dragoon. And they may not be a big free company, but they certainly have a large plot in the goblet. Yeah, I'm trying to make out what's on this guy's face. Yeah, it's hard to tell if it's part of his hair or if it's just something else entirely. But yeah, what's getting her down exactly? Yeah, I want to go this way. I want to go play some triple triads, see if I can't get a card off of Kyuka here. Hello there. Ooh, you're definitely got a lot at stake here. Well, let's see how I do. And she opens. Oh, well, that's one way to start. Oh, she's got Yugiri. Unfortunately, I cannot play for her. Ah, crap. Yeah, I'd like to say he's exposed, but at the same time... Oh boy. Yeah, I'm also exposing myself basically here. Oh, I guess because of chaos he couldn't take advantage. Which means... he has Lord Heaton too, but I got the card, I got the win in the match. Didn't get her card though. That's okay, I still... yeah, he still feels oddly satisfied, and... yeah, upon further inspection, this is a guy. Name looks so feminine though. What's Thursday there, Isabel? food poisoning again? Oh, poor girl. How's she... Like, you really need to put her on a vegan diet there, Emily. I think that's the only way you're gonna get around that problem, is to put her on a vegan diet. The gold saucer while I have the time. Yeah, it is getting close to that time of year, isn't it? With school exams and whatnot. Oh, trust me, I can relate in that regard. I was always scared taking exams myself. And there we go. Just want to make it a point to use some of my if only I could there, Mad Dog, but I'm in the middle of streaming. So sorry, but I'm afraid I can't join you. Well, I do have plenty of time to tell him I'll have to decline his invitation. Okay, can't get 10,000, can I get 3,600? No, but I got 1242. Well, 10,000 is out there. Will I pick correctly? Yes, I did! Lucky me. Is there a possibility for another? Nope. Is there a possibility for 3,600? No. But hey, I got the 10,000 prize, so yeah, not all that bad. What is she currently at anyway on MGP? 25,000. Alright. Yeah, someone already sporting the bunny outfit, but hasn't gone and chosen to warn it as a male yet, so yeah, I'm still waiting for someone to turn up who has done that. Yeah, because now that 4.3 has made the Gold Saucer bunny outfit unisex, I'm still waiting to find a male who's crazy enough to go put that outfit on. Hey John, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. Yeah, sorry I can't accept your Rocket League invitation this evening, John, but as you can see, I'm currently streaming. And hey there, Ichigo, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us too. Alright, so still need another 12 people to go through, so yeah, why do you say we will go to Old Reliable and see what hunting logs I can work on while I'm waiting. Well, we haven't touched the pugilist in a while, and my progress is somewhat decent on it. So let's go Black Go-Go Posing Ranger and see what we can start on. Like the giant tortoise over in Olda, so yeah, that's conveniently close by. Oh, you have found some already there, Isabel. Is that so? Alright, we want to go Gate with the Sultana. And then we want to start punching a bunch of tortoises. Basically, this is an MMO adventure game there, John. You start out as an adventurer in this massive territory known as Eorzea, and you travel around helping out the various people in need. And then once you've accomplished enough things, beaten enough monsters, and taken down a nation that likes to basically control the entire world through using science and technology, then you get recognized as a hero. That's more or less how it starts. But what it's expanded to since then is a lot more. Also, I need to rearrange my attack rotations so that, yeah, we can have everything over here the way it's supposed to be, because, yeah, they've taken some of my abilities away. Yeah, it's because, yeah, second wind, of course, most notably. Oops. So it's a hotbar. Put that over here. And then leg sweep can go over this way. And bloodbath can go over here. Then as far as other attacks are concerned, well, I do need to put Fists of Wind on the board. It can go in place of Touch of Death, which was discontinued. And I also need to put Fist of Earth here on, because, yeah, I think literally the last time I used Monk was in the Palace of the Dead. Yeah, it is there, Lily. It is. I thought you had more than that there, Lily. Yeah, because I've got 4 different races and both genders. Okay, so Bootshine, True Strike, because, yeah, Twin Snake, so it takes True Strike. So yeah, I guess this is fine. Ah, tortoises spawn perfectly. Awesome. Here we go. Hey, Cactuar, when did you decide to get in the way? Alright. Let's get looking for more of the big turtles. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing too. Ah, here's another one. Yeah, giant tortoises are rare finds. Also, I don't know what's causing me to trigger nearby enemies to come pay me a visit. Because, yeah, because they're also low level, they die very quickly. Okay, obviously nothing in the way of the goblets. So yeah, if you're wondering what I'm currently wearing there, John, well, I'm about to change it off, but it's basically this game's version of the Power Rangers. It was introduced in a special event 2 years ago. Obviously, they don't look like real deal Power Rangers like we know them here in real life, but that's basically their game's version, and they even get their own little Power Ranger style theme music too. It was in one of my episodes, episode number 117, in my Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward canon, with my special event Cat Girl that I use on a regular basis, Rika Sasaki. But here for this evening, I'm using my female elf, known as an Elizin, and I'm playing through one of the harder dungeons of the game that's currently available. And we'll see just how well we do. This was a randomly selected dungeon, by the way. You know, ultimately our goal is to try and get to the end. You see we have a 90-minute time limit, but we can actually finish it in way faster than 90 minutes. Of course, it also depends on the skill and knowledge of my fellow party members. Yeah. Standard dungeons have you playing with 3 other people. Alright, let's see how the Red Mage and I do as a pair. Well, gonna have to move this way to accommodate her. But honestly, it's the right tactic to use in this situation. So before I aim on the air tonight, it's why I'm a little late starting beyond 8 o'clock. We're having an election here in Ontario next week, but advanced polling is taking place throughout this week, so I took it upon myself to go and vote in advanced poll this evening before coming on air tonight. And I already made my decision on who I was going to be voting for a long time ago. And right now it is if you're wanting to know who is currently considered leading as far as opinion polls are concerned, it's basically a battle between the party that is the conservative party, and they are literally called the Conservative Party, or Progressive Conservative in this case. Their main rivals right now are the Socialist Party, known as the New Democrats. And right now they're both well ahead in the polls, ahead of the governing party known as the Liberal Party, who are basically getting eaten alive because people have grown tired of this party and all the scandals that they've represented over the years, which is, when you think about it, given who their leader is, given who our premier is, the Canadian equivalent of a governor in the US, she is supposed to be a groundbreaking premier because she was the first ever premier in Canadian history to be leading a province who is openly gay. And yet, despite this, her party has been one of the most scandal-ridden ever. And so people are demanding a change, and so she looks to be on her way out, potentially in landslide fashion. Like, her party could be getting completely wiped out and being decimated. But we'll see how it goes. The official election takes place next Thursday. Oh. That's gonna land on my head, yeah. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is landing so close to me, I'm not even paying attention to the cast timer on the boss. Plus, of course, I'm also talking about this election that's happening. So that doesn't necessarily help either. Let's see if you can be able to get away far enough to be doing any casting. Pull off something. Yeah, there we go. And where's this going? Yeah, this dungeon is considered kryptonite for healers, because they usually end up getting killed because they're not ready to dodge AoE attacks when required. And as a result, it's got all one-shotted. Ah, got hit anyway. Oh, you're going that way, huh? Going after the Red Mage again. I see how it is. Well, look out. Trying to avoid danger whenever possible. Yeah, let's get that little push towards the end. Alright, he's down. Wait for the stuff. Oh, Corinne has that already. Alright. Yeah, don't slow down. Keep running. I would like to unleash my AoE attack, if at all possible. Don't want the time to expire on it. Like this. And load that up. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, moving on. So yeah, another big thing that I was surprised to hear about, and literally did not hear about this until right before I got home, that they canceled the reboot for Roseanne after Roseanne apparently made a racist tweet. Which, honestly, like, I'm glad to see that reboot is gone, because it's really sad that all the ideas now for TV shows, for sitcoms specifically, are reboots of shows that used to be around in the 90s, and so they're just getting rebooted for the purposes of trying to just trying to get things somewhat respectful, as the world is pushing ever more closer to preferring live streaming services. Of course, seeing Roseanne, Will and Grace, Full House all getting rebooted. Of course, Full House had its reboot on Netflix, so I guess that point not completely valid, but still, like it seems like people are getting tired of rebooted material. So yeah, to see the Roseanne reboot get canceled just like that off of one racist tweet, which, considering that Roseanne's style of comedy is not exactly PC to begin with, perhaps should not come as a surprise. So yeah, I'm not really surprised that the fact that she was not wanting to be PC ultimately got her taken down. In this case, she took herself down. Alright, spin through you. Get over to you before... Yes! Got it just in time. Where are you there? I can't... Red Mage is too far away. Oh, now they're close by. Oh, only because they were using Korra Core. Okay, I get it. Well, I have the moves that I need on standby. There we go. Alright, off to mini boss number 2. They're bad everywhere there, Emily. They're bad everywhere. Yeah, what's happening to you is happening pretty much everywhere else. It's like, oh good, you are close by. Oh! Yeah, I was about to say, you're out of range. Yeah, you're out of range, young lady. Whoa. That one hurt. Yeah, nobody else to deal with that as we continue along. Whoa! Yeah, that was an intense launch. I followed Kame Itachi all the way over. Oh, kill it. Good. Yeah, these Sumuchi Kaze are so awkwardly positioned. Oh, crap! Awkwardly positioned. Like, I do not know how I survived that, honestly. But yeah, it's like, those things were basically right in the line of fire. Of course, you gotta kill those things. So it doesn't help when the tank puts them in the worst possible spot. And that doesn't help out anyone. Go down. There we go. Oh, is that so? Well, luckily down here we have not yet hit 140. But I know what you're paying is what they're currently paying in British Columbia for gas. Yeah, it's one of the unfortunate realities of being forced to use fossil fuels when there's not being more effort done to implement clean energy, but at the same time it's not like the clean energy that is currently in use is all that effective. Because yeah, we've had an issue now with wind turbines for a while here in Canada, and of course they only work when the wind is blowing, so it's not like it's completely reliable. And more of them keep getting built even though we know that it's not completely reliable. And that's one of the main contributing factors why our electricity bills are as high as they are. Because we're basically being forced to rely on a source of energy that is not completely reliable. Yeah, and it's a shame because you wish that wind turbines could be more effective. Yeah, there needs to be other ways of things found, because yeah, some of the places they're putting wind turbines now like really bothers me. Like they're putting wind turbines in oceans, and when I started seeing this sort of thing a few years ago, the first thing that I thought to my mind was, how much marine habitats and how much fishing, farming lands, how much fish land did they have to destroy in order to put up all these wind turbines? Because I could assure you that if a wind turbine company ever went to Australia and said that they wanted to build wind turbines where the Great Barrier Reef was, you would see an absolute uproar occur. Yeah, if a wind turbine company ever went to Australia and said, we want to build wind turbines of the Great Barrier Reef, it would be like the biggest uproar ever. So yeah, you really gotta figure out how to better utilize green energy into something that is reliable and that can be regularly depended on, because wind turbines are so inconsistent. Yeah, like I said, considering where they've been putting some of them, like that's not exactly like you can't destroy the environment in order to save it. You know what I mean? Because yeah, destroying a marine environment in order to help protect our own environment isn't exactly fair. Oh, you are there, John? Well, what coincidence, so is my girlfriend. Alright, ready when you guys are. Oh, Tanks needs to arrive. Get at it. Gonna try and put up as much strength as possible. Oh, that's a bad spot. Okay, let's see how this goes. Well, that wasn't too bad. Oh, it's going right down the middle. Yeah, and you're not seeing things, John. We are literally fighting a giant turtle. Yeah, how ironic, fighting giant turtles right before we came in here, and now we're fighting one as the boss of this dungeon. Yeah, we've already got him to halfway now. That did not take long. Which is good. And load up. Ooh, where this... Let's see where this one is going. Also, I could have moved to the left and I would have accomplished the same thing. Didn't have to pause for a moment. Alright, it's time to break down his shield. Yep, target the gate. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's not safe. Yeah, I was trying to get over to the red mage so we could share my ability again. Oh, really? Yeah. Once I started targeting her, apparently I couldn't stop targeting her. Oh, we're gonna get knocked back. Okay. Oh, look out. Alright, on the verge of a double limit break. Now I want to do it after this wave of water. In fact, oh, he's gonna knock back again. Well, too bad for you, Genbu. You walked right into my trap. Take this! There we go, we got it. That was very smooth. Win. Oh, for me? Oh, you have one too now, Brandon. Congratulations. And I got a commendation out of it. Oh, Lily, just take care of yourself, okay? And also, let's come out of hiding. Alright, so... I know I'm working on my monk, but, well, first of all, I should make sure I should have all my abilities on the up and up. Okay, ninja is fine. Yeah, you get to play as a whole bunch of classes here, John. Like, I've got ninja, I've got bard, which is basically an archer with fancy musical abilities. I can summon things, I can fight as a monk, I can heal, I can shoot guns, I have an axe, I have a long sword. Like, I just have a whole bunch of things that I can do and play as. So, you know what, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and set the leveling for playing as a ninja this evening. And then while that's going on, we'll swap out our daggers for gauntlets, as it were. Because we still need to finish off this tortoise. Hello there. It's hilarious how the little creatures come over after I start attacking and say, "Hey, leave my friend alone!" Thinking that they're gonna get their revenge on me only to have it fail. Okay, what's next? Arbor buzzards and thick shells. Well, I know exactly where those are. Let's make the quick warp over to Horizon. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, she never told us where her fiance is from. That's crazy. Like, how long have they known each other that she's... I know he asked her because she hooked up with this person that she's now engaged to not long after Sarah passed away. But, like, did they know each other beforehand? Because I still feel like there's so much we don't know about Isabel's fiance. So yeah, the news that the fiance lives in Japan is something I was not aware of. She really hasn't been that forthcoming on who this person is. I guess probably because it's out of respect for privacy, I guess. Which I can understand why, if that's the case. Oh, I really seem to be pissing off other enemies today. Oh, okay. So she didn't just get engaged just out of the blue and said, okay, so you're a new girlfriend or boyfriend, would you like to get married? So yeah, it's good to know that she actually knows this person. Okay, so we took care of those enemies. Okay, now I have to go to Eastern Thailand to get the next 3 enemies. Cancel that next 4. Make that 5, 6, almost 7. Yeah, there's only one other enemy around here, and it's further this way. Yeah, that's crazy and ridiculous that so many enemies are gonna be in one general area. Yeah, let's make our way to Vesper Bay. Yeah, right on my glowing horse. Hello, lovely. Now this guy isn't getting upset. What's going on? Seems like all the other enemies are getting upset when nearby enemies attacked, but you're like, it's your problem. She won't come and punch me into oblivion. And then I do that and like, oh, and they're like, oh no! Yeah, I guess I should change the positions of some of these abilities, shouldn't I? At least until the better opportunity comes to use these abilities. Yeah, that kind of would be a good idea. And then we'll warp over to Drybone. I see. Well, I know you've been working on Red Mage for a while there, Lily. I know that you had really been focusing on that as well as Samurai. So have you changed off of both of them and doing something else? Oh, it's gonna be like that, huh? Yeah, go down. Gotta beat up 4 of these. Oh, you're going warrior. Well, that's actually the class that I'm gonna be leveling next with Mathia. It's the last non-Stormblood class that he does not yet have to level 60. So for those of you who were not watching yesterday with Mathia, he now has every warrior class except for warrior from the non-Stormblood classes up to level 60. At the very least. Still need to get him to work on Samurai too. Oh, okay. And I know where those 3 are, and it could be all 4. The same gate area. Okay, it'll be over near Halatali. That means I'll be burning right through this fate. Keep up the good work. Yeah, we want to pass through the gate here. Well, that's good to know that she's helping you out as much as she is there, Brandon. And it's good to know that someone's got your back in that regard. And some more Tuku over here. And let's punch the crap out of it. Alright, still needs to kill 1 more. Is the one past this gate? Oh, there's plenty past this gate. No problem. Yeah, there we go. Alright, you're down. And then that just leaves 4 enemies all in the same general area. So yeah, we'll go past Camp Drybone and head off to where the Amalja surrounded us and forced us to be taken to Ifrit. That was a nice little jump by my valiant steed Corinne. Oh, but well, I have to step down and get my blades out. Oh, you feel more comfortable with that? About buying, Izzy? What do you mean, buying? Okay, yep, I got everything I need, so we're good in that regard. Yeah, I can do Halatali. Yeah, I just hope I never have to deal with anything like that if Scala and I ever get married. Also, Tank, I'm kind of unknowingly pulled aggro on the wrong guy. I went after the big guy because he's the big threat. Here's something I also don't understand about this particular tank's name. He calls himself Lethal Pebble, but he doesn't look to be a Lalafell. This looks like a run-of-the-mill Hewer from this vantage point. I thought you got level 70 on everything. I thought you said you had level 70 on everything. Isn't that gonna put Isabel at a disadvantage because she's visually impaired? Because yeah, it sounds like they want to have a big family, but how difficult is that going to be for Isabel being visually impaired? Have to go about doing something like that. I know I'm having a conversation with Isabel right now, Lily, and I know what you meant. I know what you meant, so I was just talking with Isabel. Or with Emily, rather, not Isabel. Yeah, Emily, you need your own handle so that we can tell you apart from your sister. Yeah, we got this gas bomb stunned. Alright, almost got the heckler down. I'm feeling really tired right now. And then again, my work is physically demanding, so I should be tired. Yeah, starting to pummel the fire main, just waiting for his little fiery friends to come visit us. Where are they gonna emerge from? Behind this pillar, perhaps? Yep. Yeah, it looks like you got that under control. Alright. Far be it from me to get in your way. Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry there, Lolly. Yeah, this would be me. This would be an effect of me being tired. Oh, okay, I see. I got it there, Emily. Well, thank you so much there, Elizabeth Garrios, and welcome to Let's Play Novaura Autism. Or, in this case, the streaming at Let's Play Novaura Autism, because thank you so much for joining us tonight. That means a lot. Yeah, just trying to figure out all this relationship stuff is still something I consider myself to be a fledgling about, even though Skyla and I have been in a relationship for 2 years almost. Yeah, I still feel like I've so much to learn because she is my first ever relationship. And it probably still feels out of place for me because prior to her, I was never intending to be in one. It was prior to Scala, it was never my intention to be in a relationship in the first place. Also, I noticed that the tank is wearing the fancy mask I'm wearing. Well, don't pull too far there, tank. We need to pull these winches. Because we got one of these things to worry about. And it's damage it enough to try and get experience on it. Yeah, get that going. Yeah. Sit on your shoulder. 2 daggers to your shoulders. Make it really hurt. Not really. I've not really been paying much attention to the fashion reports, even though I have showed it off in a stream. I have not really legitimately involved myself with it yet. I will say though, speaking of fashion, I did see the new optional DLC items that can be purchased, and I'm really trying to understand why they're now allowing Orchestrion roles to be made available as DLC. Like, why would Square Enix do that? Why would they take Orchestrion roles and turn them into a pay-for DLC? Like that seems like a backwards there mindset to do something like that. I do have to say though, the Moogle record player that serves as the new variation on the Orchestrion is really cool. I will say it does look nice, but I'm not gonna necessarily shell out $15 to get it. As cool as that looks and as cool as that seems to have a Moogle record player for your Orchestrion, I'm not going to be in a hurry to shell out $15 for it. What I am still waiting for them to do is let us have the fancy pink suits, the pink and white striped suit that Geely Leopold wears on Hatchingtide. I'm still waiting for us to be given that. Yeah, because that is a cute little outfit, and I would love to really put that on Rika or Corinne. I mean, heck, if they're willing to give us the Mandible suit, surely they can also give us Geely's as well. Yeah, the pink and white striped suit and the puffy pink tie. That definitely screams something that should be available through DLC. And we got enough experience points to get Corinne to being a level 33 ninja. Yeah, this way, tank. Hit the switch on the winch. Oh, now look out. How do you want me to say it? Actually, you know what? I would know the perfect way to say it. Level up. Yeah, the way they say it in Altered Beast. Level up. Yeah, there's a game I haven't played in a long time. Altered Beast. You know, I actually had this weird dream where Skyla and I were the protagonists from Altered Beast. And we were actually beating up the bad guys in-game. But it all looked like real life. So we were going to all the worlds in Altered Beast, Skyla and I. It all looked like real life, and we were both getting the power-ups, turning into the various werewolf and other variations of were-animals that there are in Altered Beast. And it was really cool, the way that we were just beating stuff up. Oh, it is? They're branded. That's cool. And let's go get this last winch. Don't go anywhere yet, tank. Random number generator says we must continue fighting. Yeah, I'll agree with that one because Skyla really wanted me to get the Moogle suit for her, and so I got it. But of course, now that she's her data was corrupted and she was unable to recover her files that she lost on her character, that means that she no longer has her Moogle suit. So yeah, whenever she wants to go and cosplay as one, she's gonna have to shell out the money for another Moogle suit. Altered Beast? Probably not, because it's been so long since I played it, and unfortunately I don't remember how to get past level 3. I don't remember the techniques that are used to get past level 3, because the boss there, like, I can do level 1 and 2 no problem. That's not an issue. Like, I even know the spam to get rid of the level 2 boss in like 5 seconds. But the level 3 boss has always been a barrier for me. I've only ever beaten Altered Beast once, and that was like a long time ago. That was like a long time ago. And good players, it's not even that long of a game. Like, a good player can beat Altered Beast in less than 10 minutes. It's not that long. It's only 5 levels. And a good player can beat the game in less than 10 minutes. And just wear the Guyber down until we have to get back out of the water again. Yeah, and explains why she's the thumbnail in your streams there, Lily. Yeah, with the maid outfit dyed with red. Well, look out. Yeah, the reason why it's possible to beat Altered Beast in less than 10 minutes is because of how the mechanics of the game are set up, because of the way that you get your power-ups. Like, if you do everything right, you can get all 3 of your power-ups in one pass. And if you don't, then the level is extended until you ultimately get to 3 power-ups, and then you fight the boss of the level. Yeah, it is unquestionably the best red in the game. I always wondered though, why do they have to call it Dalamud red? Like, couldn't they just called it cherry red or apple red or something like that? Why do they have to associate it with the thing that's basically the equivalent of the moon in Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask? Like, why do they have to basically name it after that? Yeah. Moon from Majora's Mask, meet Dalamud. He's basically the exact same thing as you. He's something that gets dropped onto the world in order to destroy it. Because someone got really pissed off and they decided to take out their frustrations on the world. And their way of doing it, drop a moon on it. Yeah, that's basically the way I describe Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn to, or 1.0 rather, to anyone who's not familiar with it. Just basically think of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask and you basically have the idea of what the game is, what 1.0 was all about. Because yeah, there really is nothing much to it in that regard, as far as trying to explain how we went from 1.0 of this game to A Realm Reborn. Alright, off to the final boss. Well, that's why A Realm Reborn exists in the first place, isn't it? Go for it there, tank. Yeah, A Realm Reborn exists because of how bad 1.0 was. Oh, hold it still. Alright, I guess I'll pick off the Mantis in the meantime. Bring another one over. Oh, kill it. Oh, the fire died out. Alright. Fine by me. Oh, you don't have it yet, Elizabeth? Well, yeah, you've seen that there is a lot to do in here. Right, run over to these things. Well, once again, the fire goes out real fast. I'll keep it on top of it here. Yeah, and our group is all doing a very good job. Where's that fire? Here it is. Yeah, just beat the crap out of it. And should be a noxious. Here it is. I knew you'd show your face eventually. You couldn't hide from me forever. Alright, finish him! Oh. I was about to say, did I not get did someone beat me to the limit break? But nope. I'm the one who got to use it, and I got another level. 2 levels in 1 run. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that'd be cool there, Lily. Like, a data center, though. Yeah, anyway. Need to, yeah, do my go-go posing ranger thing. Although I know that's not the right pose for the color that I'm currently wearing. I need to switch that. Okay, you are? Good. Alright, so yeah, we're almost halfway to 35 now. Lucky us for having the game check you the way it does when your level's synced down for a dungeon. Alright. Well, we started out wearing blue, then we start wearing black. Why don't we change to red for the 50-60? Get the 50-60 roulette going now. Oh, may not take long to get this one started. Okay, thanks for joining us there, Brandon. Still chilling out with Ultros, huh? He's not turning you into an imp, is he? Okay. So let's continue working on this. Because, yeah, we were on our way over to our intended destination for fighting the remainder of the things on the hunting log. As far as the pugilist is concerned, so let's make our way north now. And fight the enemies we wanted to kill. It'll all be around the same general area. Right around here. Yeah. How come you're not flying away there, imp? And you got wings, how come you're not using them other than just float around? Yeah, I expected you to be tougher than this. Or at the very least, scared enough to fly away. Alright, you're dead. Yeah. Let this be a lesson to you too. When you see danger, you run from it. Now let's go and pick on some zombies. Yeah, picking on some zombies. Yeah, just charge in there with all your might, Corinne. And now it's your turn. And we gotcha. Now I gotta come over and kill you too. And why is that? Why do you think that was the case? I actually kind of enjoyed Dunscaith. Okay, so who's left? Yeah, I mean, compared to Weeping City of Mach. Yeah, there is no question. There is no question which is better between those two. But to think next week I'm gonna have to grit my teeth and attempt the new 24-man challenge. That is something that I'm gonna have to do whether I like it or not. Because I know from my friend Lou, who of course played as Sakura Amaterasu when I was still doing Realm Reborn, and the early part of Heaven's Ward, was that he told me that one of the things that you need to do, if you're not familiar with me talking about it already, is that you have to kill 2 red chocobos as part of the lead-in to the next 24-man dungeon. And it is causing a copious number of deaths to take place as people are struggling with it so much. It has not been a walk in the park for anyone, and I don't think anyone, if you ask someone that you would have to go through such a difficult challenge as a prerequisite for doing that particular sort of thing, getting into a 24-man challenge, like, they would have thought it was actually part of the 24-man dungeon itself. Like, of that I have no doubt. Should be another one of you. Here we are. And I see another one of you over there. Hey, Shrune, don't worry, I'm going to be fighting as a red mage once this queue goes up. Which is actually going to take longer than we expected. So yeah, it turns out there's a lot of people that are trying to get through. There we go. All rank 2s are dead. Okay, what's next? East Shroud, South Shroud, Upper Lano twice, South Shroud again, North Shroud, Southern Thanlin, North Shroud again, Southern Thanlin, I know where those guys are, North Shroud, South Shroud, lots of back and forth between the North and South, and then Eastern Lano. So yeah, definitely a lot of stuff to bounce back and forth between North Shroud and South Shroud, and then there are these two over in Upper Lano. I think I'm going to hit Upper Lano first because I know exactly where those two things are. Looks like you found something in common with Emily there, Lily. Yeah, let's gallop on over to the other side of Camp Bronze Lake. I always wondered why this place is called Bronze Lake anyway. Yeah, it's one of those things where I think to myself, like, why did they name these places the way that they named them? Let me cross, please. Oh, then you have no clue what's been going on there, Lily. Yeah, maybe you'd have a greater appreciation if you knew what was going on. Yeah, skip the cutscenes. Why? Yeah, I stunned you from afar for some reason because I can't come and join you in the water. I can now, but for some reason I couldn't before. Yeah, my shoulder tackle found its mark. Yeah, take this. And you're dead. Yeah, you'll be dead before long. Now for your friend. I have to kill 5 of these things. Thankfully, I'm over the 10 level threshold, so I will not have to be targeted by feral opponents. Alright, those guys are off my list. Where's that little shortcut? I won't find it if I'm stuck. Yeah, where's that little shortcut? Here we are. Yeah, kind of get an idea of what's going on around here. Oh, a hunt monster. And we want to find our way upstairs. Here we are. And let's find our preferred opponents. They're up here, right? Oh no, they're back down with the Eorzea. Ow. My bad. Yeah, they're back down here. These things. I'll use my second wind then before we get started. Yeah, that would bring anyone to tears if they were emotionally vested in it. Yeah, one of my old friends who I used to play with was skipping through all the cutscenes, and I joined up with them in the vault they were going through for the first time. And while we were doing the dungeon, he told me he was skipping all the cutscenes, and I was like, dude, whatever you do, do not skip the cutscene that happens after you clear the vault. Do not do it. Just do not do that. And so he did, and got to see it, and he's like, what the hell? So yeah, that's why I never skip cutscene. Even if I've already gone through the storyline before already, I'll still watch the cutscene anyway. Okay, so now... Well, thankfully I know where this is, so we might as well hit that up. East Shroud. The revenge dialogue after the vault. Yeah, 3.4 was a letdown, if for no other reason than the fact that they could have done a lot more at the Warriors of Darkness storyline, and they just didn't do it. Like, they introduced them in 3.1, then they try and create some sort of story in 3.4, but they should, if they really wanted to do something, they should have had them involved more often, and they didn't do that. So yeah, those guys were not exactly flushed out. Gosetsu, on the other hand, there's a character that was flushed out, and Yotsuyu definitely. Yeah, I'm trying to hit the guy in front of me, thanks. Yeah, they did make it a point to flush out both of those characters. And tackle. Finish it up. There we go. Okay, still need to find 2 more of these things. Ah, that's convenient. And they even have an extra friend, too. And we'll put these guys down. There we go. And shoulder attack you. Just get that last kill. There we go. Well, actually, I felt that the story was pretty good with the Heavens with the Realm Reborn Crystal Tower trilogy. I actually enjoyed that storyline. Alright. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of enemies from the South Shot to kill. As well as the North Shroud. Alright, I'm gonna go... before I continue on, I'm gonna go and get myself some water, so I'll be back in a moment, guys. Okay, I'm back. Oh, Graha. Yeah, Graha was adorable male Mikote. I won't lie, he was. Trying to build that up next. Alright. Shall we get back to hunting? And we need to go kill some fish on the river. If I can get over to it. Yeah, stop stopping me, game. Stop trying to stop me. I'm going to kill these fish and you can't tell me otherwise. Now, where are they? Where's that river? Right over here. Now we're the Orban. Here you are. Start pounding. It is indeed. It is indeed there, Elizabeth. Plus, now that it's evening and I'm wearing a suit of black armor, I have kind of a field advantage. That means I can sneak up on these guys. I can use the cover of night to help me get through, but it's time for going from black to red for the 50-60. Oh, we got the same place I got to my previous run in 50-60 with Corinne, Eorzea. I just hope I have a reliable tank this time because, well, thankfully I do because it's a dark night, but the last time I did 50-60 here at Eorzea yesterday, we had a paladin and they unknowingly used Sword Oath the entire time instead of Shield Oath. So suffice it to say, they could not hold aggro for the longest time. And it wasn't until we got past the zoo that the tank finally realized, hey, wait a second, I'm using Sword Oath, not Shield Oath. Like, you guys should see some of the bloopers that take place when I'm not streaming. Like, I've been getting to a point where I'm legit contemplating recording every time I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV and doing dungeons, or even any other stuff for that matter, just to see if there are any bloopers that occur. Also, I realized I should be casting. Yeah, talk about catching other people doing bloopers, but right now I'm doing a bit of a blooper of my own by not casting magic, and instead attacking with my rapier. Get a little bit of sprig and chocolate to give myself a little extra push of experience. And let's see if we can make it work. Right. Come around. Okay. Oh, you get the little bit of flex your way there, sailor. Yeah, you just got keel hauled. I don't think myself that. I may have achieved a diversification of abilities on the various classes that I play. Because, like, for the longest time, I would only play Lancer / Dragoon. I wouldn't bother playing anything else. Because I really didn't feel I had an incentive to play anything else. Like, even when the Rogue / Ninja came out initially, Like, it took me some convincing to actually play that class. And yeah, it would be the second warrior class I got to level 50, but it took some convincing to actually play it. Yeah, for the longest time, I really didn't bother playing any other class other than Dragoon. I was just that committed to playing it. Yeah. In fact, I would strongly encourage it. There, tank. I would strongly encourage ad killing. Just make sure you can hold the aggro on the enemies. That's all I ask. Alright, starts casting. Alright, good. Oops, no, don't need to cast that one. But I do need to move over here. Yeah, now of course we're gonna start seeing these circles getting bigger. I'll fight these things over here. Yeah, because I don't want to get any stacks on me whatsoever. Oh, that didn't work out. Also, get off me. Yeah, get off me, you cur. Well... yeah, back off. Make sure we can get the cast as much as possible. This should seal it. Pow! For the win! Yeah, a whole bunch of fletch daggers right in your heart. That's how it's supposed to go. Hey Lou, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, this is the guy I was talking about earlier, Lou. Say hello to him. Yeah, he's now engaged himself, by the way. So yeah, props to him for finding someone that he loves. Alright. Hanging a left. Corrupted sprite, yeah. You like crystals? I got plenty of crystals for you. Also, I should be trying to balance this out a little better. But yeah, there have been so many instances, like, when I'm not streaming, of things happening, like, I mentioned how healers can easily die at Hell's Lid against the first mini-boss. Like, I've run into situations where the healer dies so early on, but everyone else is able to win the battle against the boss despite the healer not being there to do their job. So yeah, it does work out, and then we can basically be like, hey, you, yeah, we didn't even need you to heal us for us to get the win. We were just fine without you. But of course, it does help when the healer is there, so that you don't have to worry about thinking of such things. Don't pull it too far away. Just got it off. Just got it off. Alright, got past that. I've only had catfish like once or twice, and I haven't had it in like 10 years. Like, there used to be a fish restaurant here where I live, but they're no longer around. They got replaced by a diner. But I enjoyed the fish restaurant. I enjoyed the fish that they offered. But I also think the diner that took its place is also pretty nice too. Yeah, it's actually a diner chain we have here in Canada called Cora. Yeah, if you ever around in Canada need a good breakfast or lunch, like Cora is a really good diner chain here in Canada that you can go visit. And get these birds out of the way so we can go have our fill of the ugly zoo. Oh, that's cool there, Lily. Right, ready to go. Yeah, pop a fletch into your heart first and then wail on you with a rapier. Yeah, already like that, already 20% off. Yeah, it's a sale at the Pharaoh's Serious. Everything must go. Alright, it's time for group casting. Primarily because you ran away. Oh, that's hit the... Yeah, I was like, that's hit the eggs, didn't it? Yeah, that's not good. But yeah, the zoo is awkwardly positioned. Alright, I'm gonna have to take matters into my own hands here, primarily because the samurai is dead. Yeah, primarily because the samurai is dead. And that was not supposed to happen. Also, you need to be burned. Are you getting away again? Ow. Okay, what's gonna come and drop on our heads next? What's wrong with these eggs? Why aren't they doing anything? Yeah, eggs, aren't you supposed to do something? Yeah, do something, anything. Alright, there we go. Yeah, the displacement flip, yeah, those are pretty good. They're pretty cool to watch. Oh. Sorry about that there. Sorry about that there, Emily. And someone needs to shut the valve off. You're gonna take it upon yourself there? Alright. Alright, let's go chasing after the clouds of sorrow and pain. What you do there, Emily? Yeah, it's not something that I get to experience that often myself, but I do enjoy it. I was about to say, can we see something up there emerging? But it doesn't look like it. Okay, those are gone. Alright. Gonna shut that valve off. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and smash the corrupted pudding. Oh, well, that was awesome. That's cool what we just did. Yeah, you can shut that. Oh, Healer, don't stand in the right in the face. Like, that's the worst place to be standing. Yeah, and the other just standing there and taking the bursts of corrupted ether right in the face. Like, what are you doing? But yeah, that's what I said about bloopers that I need to get shown recorded. Like instances like that, just allowing yourself to get nailed by that repeatedly and almost getting yourself killed as a result. And hey there, Peter, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Alright, time to go and deal with Siren. Time to bring things to a close by trying to bring down the Siren and taking her out. I'll make sure to finish off the last part of the hunting log with the Autobomb before I officially call it a night. But as far as dungeons are concerned, this is going to be it. Alright, Tank, whenever you're ready, go for it. Guess I should have some place for this stuff too. Yeah, because that's valuable seals that could have gone to waste. And I like that the chain is working favorably so far for us. Alright, where are those sergeants and privates? Yeah, take them all out. Yeah, I don't want to use my Cora until she comes back because I know she has to. Ah, crap, I'm confused. I guess this will be the healer not doing as instructed. Well, this is gonna suck. And unfortunately, I don't have the ability to raise anyone. Which means I'm likely going to be confused again. Yeah, look at me just chase after whatever it is I'm chasing after. Yeah, I don't have a clue. Oh, come over here. Oh, great, now I have to... Oh, that sucks. Yeah, get over here and die. Are we gonna get this puzzle off? Yes, we are. Didn't need the healer, we got the win. So yeah, healer stands in the line of fire, ends up getting nailed with a death attack, and we win it without her. I guess it doesn't help that her max HP is so low. 2872. Yeah, that's not gonna be all that effective and useful. I do have Twitter there, Lily. Let me link it for you guys. Yeah, if you haven't yet come to my Twitter, you can get alerts on when I'm streaming through Twitter. So, if you guys need to have my Twitter, there you go. And feel free to share around, by all means. By all means, feel free to share my Twitter around so that you know when I'm streaming and encourage others to come check out my content also. So yeah, let's finish off this Autobahn list before we call it a night. Just need to kill one more. And you'll be right over here. And it'll also take you to the link for this for the Rocket League launch that we did with Firewall for Hire a couple of nights ago, which was quite an enjoyable experience. We helped out Mike Firewall, who's doing this Firewall for Hire campaign as a charity drive throughout the month of May to help support a cystic fibrosis charity, because both of his sisters died as a result of it within the course of a year. And so since the last 5 years now, he's been doing this campaign, Firewall for Hire, to do various odd jobs for people, to get funds for the Cystic Fibrosis Canada charity that he's been supporting, and he's trying to get to $100,000 for his goal by the end of the month, and he's really close. He's really close, and so he's pretty much going to get there. I know he is, but certainly I encourage you to check that out if you have not yet seen it. There will be a link for it on my Twitter, so by all means check it out. You're certainly encouraged to, and I will look forward to seeing you guys. I won't be here tomorrow because I'm going to be on I'm going to be at a family function, so I won't be here tomorrow, but I should be back on Thursday. Not sure if I'm going to play this or if I'm going to switch over to Skyrim or something else, but I'll make sure that I'm streaming on Thursday, and I'll make sure that we have a good time, because we certainly had a good time this evening playing Final Fantasy XIV. I mean, thanks to you guys for being so awesome and so active in the chat. It's really the best streams that I have are the ones where the audience is really engaged and likes interacting with me and each other a lot. So it's nice that we can have a stream like this. I wish we could have more of them, and certainly your support would way to helping to encourage that. So I would encourage you definitely to come back and join me for the next stream, and we can do a lot more interacting together. So with that in mind, I'd like to thank everyone for watching tonight's edition of A Day in the Life of Tales of Eorzea here in Final Fantasy XIV, and I'll look forward to seeing you again here on Thursday night for more streaming. As well, tomorrow I will also have the last episode so far of Final Fantasy Patch 4.3 uploaded, so I hope that you'll enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing you all then. So thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, this is Matthew with Novaura Autism saying take care, and I'll see you soon.